Now, when you want to use the Chrome MP3 app that we downloaded for podcasting, it's really basic. We should have put it down here on your taskbar. And we're looking for this one, the Chrome MP3 recorder. So you can just click that to turn it on. If you did not put it in your taskbar, you're going to go over to the launcher and you can start it from there. That's where all the applications are. But for this one, this software, it's pretty basic. So there's no editing involved. All you're going to do is press record, pause if you need a second, and then stop, and it will save to the download section of your computer. So when you click record, this is the podcast for media literacy for Ms. Benkowski. Today's topic will be analyzing web sources. So if I want to pause that because I need a second to get myself together, if I find myself saying like and I'm not sure what to do, or maybe I have a bad case of the giggles, I certainly can pause it. And when I get myself back together and I look at my notes and I'm ready to go back to it, I can simply click on record again. We will be analyzing many different sources to see what rules we can use to apply to seeing if a site is worthy of the information or is credible. Okay, so you can pause again if you need to. All right. You can also, if you press here, don't press stop yet. So if you press in the second white box here, you can have it played back to you. See if you like it, or if you need to do it again. Okay, and so that sounds fine to me. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I think I want to keep it. And notice I have a pretty decent recording voice. I did turn up my volume somewhat loudly so that they can hear me. So you might want to do a little test product before you do your full so you can hear the volume appropriately. And when you're happy with it, you can click on the stop button here. And it's going to bring you to this one. Remember, we talked about this before, into the download section or the file section of your Chromebook. And notice right here, do you see how the file name is all of these numbers .mp3? So I can just click on this and I want to get rid of these numbers here. And I need to keep everything from the period after the MP3. And I'm going to call this, let's see, podcast example. And notice it's .mp3, that you really need that .mp3 so that it knows what type of file it is. And then just click save. And now your file is saved. And if you want to see it, you can always click on this file icon, or you can go to the launcher and you will see it there. So we are in files, and you'll see it in a few different places. You can see it in the recent, because you just recently did that. And it will say it. You can also click on the audio section of your Chromebook. So you can see it in the recent section of your file manager, or you can see it in the audios. Okay, so mine was called podcast example. Now I can leave that here and I can upload it directly to Google Classroom. But if I'd like to, for safekeeping for the future, if I'm not going to be using, if I want to save this forever, I can literally just click on this podcast example and drag and drop it into my Google Drive. So just hold on to it. And notice I'm going to put it into the My Drive section. So if I let it go there, now it's in My Drive. So I can upload it from there. But if I just wanted to keep it in the download section there, I could as well. So now let's go to Google Classroom and upload it. So we are all set with that. So I'm going to go to my classroom, which is here. This is my podcasting on Google Classroom. So I want to click on add. Okay, let me just move my head out of the way. So if you saved it to Google Drive, you're going to click on Google Drive. If you just saved it to the download folder, you're going to click on file. Okay, so if I was going to do that, I would click on file. It will take me right where I was. But I just put mine in Google Drive. So I'm going to click on Google Drive. And since I just did it, I'm hoping I see it right away in my recent folder. If not, I can search through my drive. Okay, so here it is. Remember, it was called podcast example, and it's pretty obvious that it's an audio file. So you want to just click on it. Notice the insert button pops up. You can click on insert. And here it is. And now I can click on turn in. Okay, so here's another example. If you did not add it to Google Drive, you can, again, click on add or create. And if you didn't do to Google Drive, click on the word file. And it's going to take us to this file manager here. Okay. And we are going to go to our upload. We need to upload it from somewhere in our computer because it's stuck in that file manager section. So just let's give that a second to open up. Okay. And there's my podcast example in the download folder. I can click on it. Okay. Move my head again. So notice it's highlighted. It's in blue. Click open. And now it's going to upload to Google Classroom. It just needs a second to do so. And here it is. So whether you add it from Google Drive or from a file, it doesn't matter. And then when you are done, you can click in turn in. Okay, do you really want to turn in? Yes, I do. And now your teacher has a copy of your podcast or your audio file. And that's it. If you don't like your recording, you certainly can unsubmit it, take it back, and you can click on the Chrome MP3 software, and you can start all over again. Remember, there's record, there's pause, record again, play it, and stop, and those are the only things. So it's really, really basic.